What's up, everybody? Today I'm gonna analyze the set between Gluto and Miya from Battle of BC. I haven't done one of these in a while because honestly, it was just bad timing each time. I was supposed to do one, then I was busy after a major. I was supposed to analyze Cola, not Cola, but Light versus Gluto because I thought like that's a hot set. Light beat Gluto for the first time in a while. But then I was kind of busy after the Cavalier Clash, and then I think the hype kind of died off of the whole tournament. I was like, there's no real point in doing it or uploading one if I don't do it right away. So I'm gonna do one on Gluto Miya because Gluto beat Miya at Genesis. He's had like really close sets with him in the past in a really tough matchup for Wario. And I kind of want to go over like why he wins, why I think he wins, because I watched their whole Genesis set. I thought it was an amazing set. I think Gluto outplayed him a lot. I have actually not seen this set myself at all. So let's just get right into it. Again, not much editing going on here, but I want to give you guys some insight that I have about this game. Okay, so first things first, I want to say about this matchup is why it's rough for Wario. So the reason is that it's obviously game watch is up air shield, very strong against Wario up air, which is like his main way of getting waft nowadays after their nerfs way back. And just up B in general, it's hard to find wafts, hard to find big openers, because Game Watch can shield a lot. So what you're gonna see, and what you have seen in previous sets of Gluto versus Meister, or maybe Miya versus Gluto, is that Gluto does a lot of up throw up air. A lot of openers are gonna be up throw up air into a read, into big reward most of the time. But let's see if we find some other stuff. Maybe Miya doesn't up B as much. What does Miya do? How does Gluto play around the up B, play around the Nair, because it's really hard for Wario to contest Nair. So let's see how he plays around those two things. And yeah.
Let's see what it's going to be. Artist starting to come alive here behind us. Down to immediately.
Okay, I'm surprised Miya doesn't up B in that scenario. It might be because his mind is on hit. But he probably wanted bigger reward than just an up B. Okay, interesting. That's how he got so much reward. You can you can already see Gluto is just really fine with being backed into a corner, and he realizes his win condition, which is like to find like a weird bait or create a good situation, and then like get a whiff punish or go in. Did the bite to the wrong way. I think that's really good to have versus Game Watch up B as well, is to have a really strong outer shield option, because if they want to be as safe as possible, they have to do it pretty low, which lowers their combo potential. Like this hit of Nair is probably not gonna combo as well, which is really huge for Gluto, right? Because then it means you can up the outer shield easier. Because it's -3 at best, but it's probably Game Watch is a floaty character. It's probably never gonna be -3. What I've noticed when Miya plays versus Gluto, that he does these really lazy back airs and drifts sometimes. Yeah, I'm not overextending there. Weird refresh. But he's like fine. Here, being fine against a floaty character, where you notice that like there's some reverse potential here in this scenario of like a dash up Nair. So Gluto is like, okay, I will let you take the space and I will play the interaction after. Which is really important if they have an option like Game Watch Nair. Do not give them the reversals. Unless you have a hitbox which can easily contest Nair there. Holding stage and like playing the situation after is probably the best thing. This is also what we're gonna see a lot. Sorry, I'm pausing a lot at the start, but I think it's important to get these core interactions out of the way. So here you take the up air into up B. Most characters with a bad recovery are in a kind of a bad spot here. They either double jump high or go the ledge, which if they are called out, you can just die versus Game Watch. But Gluto is gonna go super high with the bike each time, because most characters can't go this high. So having the privilege of going this high, taking this up air means that it's not like Game Watch is going to be able to chase here really well. Then here in this position already Wario has so many mix-ups of drifting like super far to the right here, drifting to here, drifting to here, like drifting here. There's so many things Wario can do. And then see what even Gluto does here. Look how he abuses Wario's drift to land really well. So Miya wants to like try to get a weird frame trap or like a good frame trap and kill him with down smash. And he releases this down smash like pretty early, thinking Gluto is gonna land here, because probably would have hit, or most likely hit if he drifted that way. But Gluto mixes up his drift last second and doesn't get hit and gets the reversal. That's why it's really good for Wario to just go high almost every time. And because he's not forced to take the game watch ledge trap, which is so strong. Again, another really lazy drift from Miya. Like, you can go to the ledge here. I think he's really scared of Gluto's ledge trapping. Because Gluto's ledge trapping is really strong with back air and nair and stuff like that. You just go to the ledge. I don't know why he doesn't go to the ledge. Yeah, Gluto using Phantom Footstools to deal with invincibility is very smart. Gluto is so fine with like, okay, I'm not gonna punish you here, especially with a lead. He doesn't need to punish those things. See? I'm surprised Miya doesn't up B more against Nair. You can definitely up B in between the hits. Why doesn't he up B that? I'm very surprised. Because he's shielding after a lot of things. I think that was just a true grab. But you're fine with taking the grab there. You're not gonna die most likely unless Miya gets a hard read. There's that call out. You can actually die here. Miya messed up. That was probably a free down air. These Phantom Footstools are so smart. He's mixing up his landing a lot when he air dodges if he's doing Phantom Footstool. Dude, you cannot really abuse that as well with other characters. Wario is one of the best to do it. Every time he's kind of checking Miya with the down tilt, right? Like to catch a dash in. But Miya is always like in nair range. He's definitely not respecting Wario nair enough, in my opinion. He could be doing more like undershoot nairs, in my opinion, as Game & Watch. Like undershoot nair is pretty hard to punish for Gluto unless he gets like a hard read. Maybe he has done those in the past and Gluto just kind of grabs him. I feel like controlling space with nair against Wario seems really good. These are all really lazy disadvantage options. Like, look what he's doing. This is what he did. I think this is just Miya's habits. Because he has done these kind of options versus Gluto in the past. Really greedy nair from disadvantage. Really greedy jump into fair. When you can just go to the ledge and take like the ledge trap or take the 2-frame guessing game. Good call out there. Yeah, you know you can play it really annoying. Look, Gluto at like 180. This is the really good thing about for Wario in this matchup. That you can live long like this. He's again fine with being cornered, which you should be versus Game & Watch. Especially with a character like Wario, it's not gonna matter as much. Does that kill? That kills? And then you can get something like that. I feel like Miya why is he not up-being these scenarios? I really want to know. Like, if you're shielding here, why is he spot dodging instead of up-being our shield? There was at least 3 of those interactions where Gluto is kind of baiting him to make a move out of shield. Like, why is he not up-being on reaction? You can definitely do that. I really want to know. I want to ask Gluto, like, why does he think Miya doesn't up-B those on reaction? I thought that would be like the great strength for Game Watch in this matchup is to up-B in those scenarios. But I don't know why then like Gluto is winning those interactions. See, I like the undershoot nair out of shield. Up-B out of shield for Wario does so much damage too. Yeah, Miya is already nairing more, which I thought would happen because I think that's what you should do versus Wario. It's really hard for Wario to contest it. Instead, Miya was like trying to get close and play some weird interactions and shield in spots where Gluto was just hitting him instead. He still goes for the nair here. Like he should have gotten hit for that, then Gluto can get a 2-frame. He was just like slightly too late from Gluto's part. I don't know why he's just not going to the ledge almost every time. I really don't know. What's the reasoning for not going to ledge? I don't know if everyone is just too scared of the ledge these days. What a scrap. Does that kill? No, it's gonna kill. Yeah, I respect that up air. It was kind of working. You're fine with taking that up air. You're not gonna die here, most likely. Now you might die. This is the bad scenarios where you have to drift to the ledge without a jump, and then you have to up B, and then the down air is probably free because you don't have much timing mix-ups. Let's put the audio a bit lower. I don't know how it is for you guys, but just to double check that the commentary doesn't too high, and you guys can clearly hear what I'm saying. Okay, Miya messing up the ledge trap. Gluto has such knowledge on the key situation or like knee situation in this matchup as well. Like here, just knowing this is like small stuff, but knowing that this is punishable, he's shielding there, playing the next interaction really well. Miya is a shielder. He's like no preemptive hitboxes or anything. He shields. Like it's good, but he should sometimes like just up B. I feel like you should definitely up B more, especially with Wario. You get hit by one up air, which is fine, you know. Yeah, Miya is messing up sometimes. He's not wobbling Gluto as hard as he has in previous sets. Like in Genesis, he won the games where he got a big advantage state going. But Gluto is mitigating Game Watch's advantage state really well, which is what Wario can also do as a character. I think the bike actually messed him up a little bit. Miya was able to do the drop air dodge because of the bike. I think it's not bad. People will say that was a bad waft, but like here, if you think about it through, like okay, you're not gonna get a waft setup on this stock, most likely. Like what do you even get at 95? Not much really. Only shield in a scenario like this beats waft. It beats like preemptive swing, a lot of other things. And Gluto will have time to get a waft that will kill Game & Watch on this next stock. And it's so hard to find wafts on Game & Watch. So I think it's fine to go for a raw waft. I think people don't get them, and sometimes why Gluto goes for them. But you have to think like, okay, it's hard to hit wafts in this meta. And you're like, you see, this is all was for the waft timer. He lived longer. He will have waft in like that will potentially kill Game & Watch in like a minute. Gluto is spacing around like near in like all the time, and then he's also at a range to call out the movement with a back air. Wario's back air seems really good in this matchup. He's so comfortable with mixing things up from that range, where he's like, okay, I'm outside of nair range, but I'm also in a range where I can punish you moving. Which seems really good to have. What is happening, bro? You can cancel Game Watch jab pretty early, I think. Oh, you can upbeat that. I think Gluto thought it was the other way. But maybe this matchup is not as bad as I thought. It's just hard to hit a waft. But having tools like upbeat or shield, that upbeat hits from so far away. 18%. Then having good grab reward. Living long versus Game & Watch. Yeah, now why is he doesn't need to parry. I don't know why he doesn't just straight up B. I don't know why he's parrying. Dude, what was that? How did Miya's grab win there? Okay, Gluto did not think that was gonna hit him. See, Miya is only winning when he gets a big advantage state going. Where did this advantage state start from? One parry, and then it continues into a kill. Did Gluto try to grab there? I want to just check this interaction before we move on. No, okay. Miya was barely, like, clearly faster there. I thought I saw Gluto's grab. Yeah, but that's how Game Watch is, to be fair as well. You lose if you get a big, like, if he gets a big advantage state going. You want to mitigate that as much as possible. He's using so much fair, which makes sense. It's kind of hard for Wario to punish that hard. Because if Game Watch is in the air, he's gonna get hit by like nair that doesn't connect or a forward air, which leads to nothing at 0. Wario's forward air is a really bad move at like below 40%. Like that's why you never see Gluto use it. It is just a bad move below 40%. Like now it becomes an amazing move. So that's why you can see him use so much more. These up Bs, bro. Frame 6 up B, I believe, which is so strong to have. Because like it's such a big difference. Like let's compare. I play Roy, so there's gonna be way less scenarios where the move is gonna be -9. I can maybe super armor through, which is my broken thing. But a -3 move, if done high, is easily -6. And there's very little risk to doing it too. I think in the future everyone is gonna parry the landing hit of Game Watch back air, just like I think it's gonna happen for Samus Fair as well. If there's time to optimize the meta like that. Okay, weird interaction.
All right.
Yeah,
Double
Gluto is...
warning
Dude,
here.
these nairs from the corner have like a really high hit rate.
Okay, double
I feel like the nair shouldn't have this much high of a hit rate. Gluto is just outplaying him in so many ranges. He's like in
I like that.
close range, he's ready to up B. In mid range, he's ready to punish his movement with nair all the time. He's sometimes wrong. Like Gluto is winning way more neutral.
Look cute. What a
Yeah, Gluto punishes the mash really well with that F smash at times.
When it comes to these
Yeah, like Gluto is so ready to beat like the level of 1 Game and Watch stuff. Like a really lazy down air from Miya. Honestly, this is this is so lazy. Like no, that jab was like that just a hard read by Gluto. But like Miya never goes to ledge. That reward on the down air is not even good. He's at 10%. He's not gonna get like a good reversal out of it.
He does so well up close.
That was 3 reads in a row.
It's crazy.
For real with you, none of that was
That down air was like Miya has really lazy options in disadvantage.
capitalizing about his
Oh, I like the Trump idea from Miya though.
Okay, nothing off the up tilt back throws.
Okay.
Mia's looking good though.
That was all from respawn invincibility, by the way, that Miya got. He got 110% from respawn invincibility.
The Glodo.
All right,
And now,
off.
okay, Gluto ran into it.
One's gonna hit eventually.
That was
Miya.
trolling.
Up smash rings true, but an up tilt or an up air
Okay.
could spell the end.
Yeah,
Not the great hit
now
out.
now when Miya is
An
at that
up tilt
percent,
or an
Nair
up
becomes
air
a lot
could
stronger.
spell the end. Not
I
gonna
really
get
would
it.
like every fair he does. I don't know why he doesn't
Saving Mia's life. What do you
Nair
know?
more. That was a bad Nair from doing that from that high.
Right into the air dodge in.
I don't know why
Smart
Miya does to
right
do
there
the
from
drop
Gluto.
air
Has
dodge.
the corner on a lock and knows that the sheer
I feel like he's
pressure
so scared at
pressing
ledge
on pressing,
versus
but when I'm
Gluto.
not pressing, the waft is enough to maybe make the mistakes.
Oh no, no
for
jump
me.
here.
Okay.
Back on aggressively,
Huge
no jump
reversal.
from
Yeah,
Miya.
I don't think you can ever hit that.
Missing the
Waft is
coverage.
too slow there.
Okay.
He's always positioning himself well. Like even here doing this breath off of bear, make sure to position that far away to not get naired.
Just gonna go for the back.
Always positioning himself
Why not?
for nair and acting from that.
Miya might be feeling the pressure, but he's feeling a lot more
That's
than
not
that.
gonna
There's the
kill.
back.
Like again, now he mixed up the bear
Miya might be
distance.
feeling the
Because
pressure.
Miya was trying to get ready to dash attack. So this was a really good mix up by Gluto. Showing the same interaction right away, and Miya was like, okay, I'll be faster this time.
Oh, surely not. Surely not. Gluto? The neutral B
Dude,
at the ledge
Gluto is just outplaying really hard.
2-0.
Like Mia's biggest openings from in that game were from respawn platform.
The
Not
world
like
said, hey, the
like
Gluto
obviously you're
is
gonna win
about
neutral with,
this
you know, respawn invincibility, you know.
Champion have been years later.
100%.
Like it was last stock, but Gluto is really mitigating
Sword fighter comes
Mia's
out
reward
and
really
Miya
well.
has one in the back pocket, and considering that
Look
crazy
at the
video that
positioning
came
too.
out
He
with
only
the
got
sword fighter,
10%, but
I'm wondering if we were
maybe
made
this is why Miya is not
and
nairing as
considering that
much.
crazy video that just came out
Interactions
with
like
the sword
these.
fighter, I
He
was
caught the
wondering if
nair
we were
startup with
maybe
nair,
gonna see it,
but I don't feel like he
he's
got much
sticking
reward
with
out of
the-
it.
sticking with
So
the tried and true for the most part here, and honestly, the momentum
So, yeah.
shift in that game came off that insane kind of sequence of events
Okay.
where Gluto got a
I don't know
number
why
of
Miya is
reads
not
in a row,
up being.
that
I swear you
that
can react to
insane
this
kind of sequence
with
of
up
events
B.
where Gluto got a number of reads in a row.
I don't know why Miya doesn't up B
Replicate, and so
everything that
while
is
it's
touching
nice
his
to have
shield,
gone that game, Gluto needs to find another way to open this one up.
Yes, and fast.
and then punishing the overcommitment
Of course, Mia's gonna
too.
start the download
Very
once.
good by Gluto.
Okay.
I thought he was dead for a second.
There are, it looks
Weird
to be
grab.
magnet hands.
Okay, this is from a reversal.
On the way back down, both sides really trying to
Okay.
cover that middle part here of small.
Yeah, I'm using Wario's drift, trying to reset the neutral. You're not gonna get much out of that nair, yeah.
Let you burn the air dodge in the middle of the map, and then of course I'm gonna
Okay, yeah, good spacing by Miya there.
Catches him off the bike with the up air, trying to
That
get
was
his
a
way
bit
back
lazy
on.
by Gluto.
Just missing that back
But
air.
he was fine
Going
in the
super
end.
low, Game and
I don't
Watch
think
get
you.
back from
I really still don't really know why Miya is not up being the down tilt.
pressure in this situation.
Wario down tilt does have really low lag or like really low hit lag, so it's hard to react to. But still, still I swear Miya could be up being a bit more. Like at least at this point where Gluto has shown that like okay, I'm gonna down tilt to
Snuck
gotta
into
check
forward
your
tilt, but Miya
space.
trying to fight his way back into center
Like,
stage in the
I
palm.
thought
Miya's
Gluto
gonna
would.
take the stock,
I mean,
so
Miya would be way
able
more ready
set
to
the
up B
pace a
those.
little bit in this final, or this
And again,
game
dash
forward.
down tilt. How to read some
So, able to
invincibility.
set the pace a little bit in this
These
final,
neutral air dodges are so
game
weird.
forward.
I swear.
Ends up losing
At least to
stock
me.
right there. Gluto not letting this get out of
I think
hand
this
at
whole set
all.
Gluto's positioning has been really good. It's just And he hasn't really given like a big opener for Miya even once. That one time, and none of them have been really been in neutral. When you like think about it, like even there, he's finding multiple ways to deal with Nair. He's like in this game, you're gonna see he's contesting the Nair startup. Because he doesn't have the biggest hitbox at the start. That's really important to know versus Game & Watch. I think everyone knows about it by now, but you really need to try to hit Game & Watch's Nair before the final hit. The final hit is the insane part of the thing. He's doing out of shielding Nair. He's catching the startup. He's just moving around Nair and punishing when Miya does anything else than Nair. So he's like mixing up when he's like super outside of Nair now, and when he's contesting it, and when he's out of shielding it. And then there he's outspaces the startup too with Wario Fair. Just having all of these ways to deal with Nair in different positions is very, very, very impressive. Okay, finally. Because Gluto should not be allowed to mix up like that against Game & Watch. I swear, Miya just needs to up B way more next time these two play. See, that's why it's good, right? It beats literally everything else other than dash shield there. Huge reversal. Because you have to respect that. Okay. Yeah, now he's mixing up the aggression. Nair is working a bit too well. I don't think Miya is mitigating Nair enough. But you can be more reactionary with movement and more reactionary with shield, I feel like, with Game & Watch. Okay, yeah, you need to get rid of the bike. The bike was awkward there. He messed up. Like, this crap should not be won by Gluto, I swear. Again, leaving for a really long time, by the way. There, I think Gluto should have gone to the ledge. He was going high so many times. Okay, yeah, that's what I mean. There, dash shielding. Always should dash shield. See, he comes close to him. Abi. And I want to see how Gluto abuses that if, you know, Miya keeps going. But I feel like it's hard for Wario to deal with because he has like a lag of mobility a little bit to move around it and get up there as fast as possible to punish like the up B as well. Because someone like Fox can bait it and then up air and kill, which Wario can do with like 130%. Which is a bit of a different thing. I like these back airs from Miya, but forcing Miya to back air is also really good because it opens up whiff punishes. And that just kills. This last stock was pretty clean by Miya, right? Let's see how he got the opening. Was it the reversal? Was it from that up air shield? No. Okay, it was from this. Baiting out the up air shield. Gluto being a bit too preemptive. Not Miya like abusing the fact that Gluto is being really reactionary with up B. Okay. And then they played back and forth a little bit. Gluto being a bit too preemptive, I feel like, in this last stock. He was so reactionary. But then he was started being a bit preemptive with the F tilt to call out like a coming in Nair or like a coming in fair, which is really good reward and it's a good hitbox to do that. But maybe he was just wrong in the mix-up and lost for it. I'm surprised they are on Battlefield. This is something that I think I should take a note of myself. Obviously, it's not something every character can abuse, but look where he's positioning himself and how he's playing that RPS. After he whiffed the first Nair, cover space, he's punishing the second Nair. His Gluto is so confident in his grabs as well. Also good bait by Miya, but he's so confident in his grabs. So that Nair kind of beats everything else other than shield. And then he has grabbed Miya, you know, multiple times after he Nairs.
Yeah, I mean, I think Miya just, you don't really
So I think after Game & Watch whiffs a Nair, like establishing your own burst option after the first Nair is really big. Because it's not like Game & Watch can dash away to safety after a first Nair, you know? That's the thing. Okay, it's starting well for Miya right now. Miya was baiting out the up air shields way more with better spacing. Gluto contesting him again in that range, mixing that in a bit more, not letting Miya chill. I still swear Miya can up air shield that down tilt way more. But if I was doing Roy down tilt there, it would be worse because there's more hit lag. Like these down tilts are carrying Gluto here. Creates like so it gets such good punishes too out of down tilt. No. Okay, important reversal for Gluto there. I'm surprised Miya let that happen. He usually doesn't let reversals like that go, right? I want to see how that happened. So dash attack, not the best angle. Wario has a lot of options here, right? I'm surprised like he doesn't up B this on reaction or like position better that he has time to dash shield. Just up B on reaction. I feel like when you have don't have time to set up air, that should be like your #1 plan afterwards. Yeah, the bike on stage. Classic Wario mix-up, not jumping off the bike. Again, up B from Miya, question mark. What? I don't know why Miya didn't press up air there. I don't know why. He would have won that interaction, I think. Yeah, these Miya Gluto just punishing the basic things so well. Yeah, good catch. Miya did the number there to get rid of that possibility. Dude, no way. Miya was greedy with one fair. He thought Gluto would be defensive, but he's smashing there. You up tilt there every day of the week. I think it's hard for Game Watch to punish that. And that was like the perfect up tilt hitbox. Yeah, Gluto knows so well when to contest Game Watch and when not to. Or like, he's just kind of mixing it up, right? Yeah, see? No, okay, Gluto punished the landing really well. I guess Gluto is so good at punishing the landing after up B, so Miya is kind of... Let's see how he punishes again. Not punish, because it's hard on Battlefield. Okay. Dude, these moments are so huge with Game Watch as well. So he moves here. After the jump, is not aggressive, moves back even further to punish that dash attack. This is the best way to punish, you know, the opponent dashing away against Game Watch. Which is moving, like finding those moments to punish the really laggy shit that Game Watch does, like dash attack, is really huge. So that's why you gotta mix in the contesting, the out of shielding, everything. Because then Miya doesn't wanna grab because he might contest him and everything. Like just mixing up everything, like culminates in this. Because Miya doesn't want to shield here because Gluto has been grabbing. He doesn't want to mash because Gluto has been contesting, so he bursts. Gluto ready for that. And then he does a really lazy jump. I think that is something big to notice here. Because Miya has some really bad habits in disadvantage. And Gluto abuses those amazingly. Like, really amazingly, right? So that's something to super take note of. The big thing in that set was Gluto's positioning. And there's the fact that Wario might not be as bad in this matchup as people might think. Just because he's able to survive, has the frame data to contest Game Watch Nair at times. But I think all of that can be mitigated a little bit by Miya nairing in different spots and doing more of the better spaced nairs as he was doing. And just doing more dash shield. And just mixing up that and nairing more if I was Miya. I think I would do that a bit more. For sure. Because at least up B out of shield a bit more. Be a bit more degenerate about up being. At least at times. Because he doesn't up B that much in this matchup. I feel like that's what Gluto would be struggling with. And those hitboxes. Maybe Gluto just found ways to bait him that much that he's... I don't know, he's just outplaying him right now. Those nairs were really amazing. Gave me some ideas personally as well. Hopefully, this gave you some ideas how to fight Game & Watch. I think this was like a masterclass from Gluto's side. Kind of how to beat Game & Watch. Because the 2 games Gluto lost was where either Miya like really called his movement, which happens, or like Gluto was a bit too preemptive, which happens. You have to be preemptive sometimes with hitboxes. And then Miya punished those hard, which is the classic Game Watch thing, or Miya got like a big advantage state from respawn invincibility. And then Gluto might have misinputted a few times in the Smashville game, for example. Well, thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. The next video is going to be on Ouch versus Akola. I'm going to upload it next week, so look forward to that. Peace.